Hi, so today's video is a bit different. Instead of doing a list, I'll be reviewing something, and I was looking through all the movies, seeing what the best type of movies to review, and it's obviously B movies. However, all the good ones have been covered. So you got Birdemic, The Room, Sharknado. So I scoured the internet for something original to review, and I think I have found the holy grail of shit TV, and that is Bible Man.
These are the new adventures of Bible Man.
Imagine Batman mixed with Star Wars, but with the campiness of Power Rangers, a third of the budget, religious messages and porn level acting. Combined all those things and you've got Bible Man. Now before I start, I'm not bashing religion here. I have nothing against religion. But just because something is spreading a good message doesn't mean it can't be fucking terrible at the same time, and this is a prime example of that. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So the premise of the show is about a man called Miles Peterson, or Josh Carpenter. There's two people that play Bible Man. It's like Captain Falcon with the off-brand Aldi version. Anyway, they fight people in the name of God, obviously. It's called Bible Man. And to fight evil, he uses a holy sword, which is just different enough to avoid a costly lawsuit with Lucasfilms. However, no superhero is complete without his suit, and Bible Man is no different. In fact, he has his own suit-up scene, and just like any good 90s superhero, it comes complete with horrible, low-budget CGI and early 90s computers with flashing numbers on the screen to make them look more advanced than they really are. Also, all the pieces of his armour had religious-themed names.
Belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, shoes of peace, shield of faith, helmet of salvation, God, sword of the Spirit, God, which is the word of God.
However, Bible Man cannot fight the forces of evil on his own, and to help him are his trusty sidekicks, Bible Girl, Cypher, and his AI Jarvis. Cypher is the team's tech support, and his costume is somehow even worse than Bible Man's.
It's perfect timing to end the whining.
Probably because what little budget they had went on Bible Man's suit, and the others were just, what they could cobble together with the 12 quid they had left. Yeah, the same thing goes for Bible Girl's costume. It was just equally as bad.
But the wine dynamo was the thing that broadcast all that whining. What are we gonna...
On top of this, I counted 23 different villains. 23 for a show which is this monolithically terrible. I mean, you've got the Gossip Queen, who was criticised for having some very insensitive Jewish stereotypes. The Cheetah, whose primary weapons are his belittler, green flying cards, a double-sided gladiator-style club, and landmines. I'm sorry, but whose idea was it to put landmines as one of his weapons? Seems like a very real and sinister weapon when put alongside the other comical ones, don't you think? There's also the Slacker, who uses his lasers of laziness to make kids lazy. Apparently the same lasers were used on the production team as well, because whoever approved that name should be fired. And last but certainly not least is the horribly named Fibbler. Now, yes, I know what it sounds like. I'm not going to say it so you can fill in the blanks yourself, but he was a downright awful little off-brand version of Cesar Romero's 1960s Joker. However, whereas that performance worked with the character, the Fibblers definitely didn't.
You didn't think I really meant that, did you? I was just joking.
Proverbs 13:5 says that a good man hates deceit, and right now, I feel very good.
I'll bet you do.
Okay, so just so you can gather the scope of this show's awfulness, I'm going to run through an entire episode for you.
Willingness and stupidity don't go well together. Proverbs 19:2.
Nice.
Okay, so we start off with Bible Man and his team called the Bible Adventures Team. Horrible name. Locate a duo of deadly villains who have built a machine that makes children whine and refuse to do their chores and homework. How very evil. It's not really Thanos levels of evil now, is it?
Why do I always have to carry the big heavy thing? Because you are a big heavy thing.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get it.
Bible Man then jumps in with the most anticlimactic and worst edited entrance my eyes have ever witnessed.
Your whining days are over.
The fact he's like 30 feet away annoys me. Was that just done so they could get both of them in the same shot? Was it too strenuous to film two separate shots and then edit them together? Anyway, I really shouldn't complain. Writing, editing wasn't this show's forte. Actually, nothing was this show's forte. It was all terrible. Anyway, after this abysmal fight scene ensues, complete with biblical references, bad puns, that make Mr. Freeze's jokes from Batman and Robin look good, they defeat the villains.
The Bible says do everything without complaining or arguing.
It's not just a book, it's the Word of God.
That hurt my eyes. Oh my god. Anyway, after that travesty of a fight scene, they destroy the machine that was causing all the children to not do their chores in the most religious way possible by chaining it to a digger and smashing it to pieces. So later on we find another villain roaming around a school. Oh my god.
I think this could be the answer to your problems.
I couldn't agree with you more. Come on in.
No, you cannot be serious. How creepy is that? If I hadn't watched the episode, I would have some very, very different ideas of what lay beyond that door. Anyway, we find out what the guy's actually doing is giving the kids answers to tests to help them cheat. However, the kids are having none of it.
Can you help us study better?
No. I think studying is highly overrated, but I can deliver all of the answers without all the work.
Sounds like cheating.
Wake me up! Wake me up!
Look, being honest, if someone offered me all the answers to a test, I would probably take it. Although not from this guy. I think even at that age, I'd have the common sense not to enter a room or being beckoned in by a man in sunglasses and a fedora and leather pants. Anyway, we move on to Bible Man and his team, obviously doing a Bible-related quiz.
Last question.
What is the dankest meme?
Jesus said,
Shrek.
If you haven't realised, the religious themes in this show are about as in your face as you can get. So we move on. So Bible Man and Cypher, while doing yet another painful religious speech at the school, spot the dastardly villain, and what ensues is the most hilarious and terribly edited chase scene around a bouncy castle.
Yahoo! Was that?
Let's go. What are you up to, cheater?
Here!
Nice. Nice.
Let's get him.
Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Going new, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when I try to be me.
They lose him, so they suit up again in the most B-Tech transformation you've ever seen and prepare for battle, charging away on their Bible-themed Harley Davidsons. I am not joking.
Crank up the Bible Team choppers.
Then more stuff happens. More horrible fighting ensues. Obi-Wan defeats Darth Vader.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power!
And Bible Man wins the day. End of the show. Thank God. So what's the overall verdict for a Bible Man? Yeah, it's not that bad. No, it's awful. There's literally nothing redeeming about it. The editing is dreadful. The costume design is some of the worst I've ever seen. The writing is some of the worst I've ever heard in my life. But by far, what was the worst was I had to watch 2 hours of Bible Man for this video. I'm noticeably less sane. Anyway, if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.